The MAGA Diaries. How Trump and MAGA are trying to make the Turner Diaries a reality. The Turner Diaries is a white supremacist fantasy novel by William Luther Pierce, written under the pseudonym Andrew MacDonald, that depicts a violent, racial apocalypse in which white revolutionaries overthrow the U.S. government, engage in genocide, and establish a white ethno-state. For decades, it has served as an inspiration and blueprint for extremist violence in the U.S., including influencing Timothy McVeigh in the Oklahoma City bombing. The novel portrays a conspiratorial alliance of non-whites, Jews, leftists, and internationalists working to undermine true America, culminating in revolution and race war. It includes explicit violence, the bombing of federal buildings, race-based murder, and an eventual final solution. Its influence has been traced to real acts of domestic terrorism, hate crimes, and the broader white nationalist movement. Here are a number of troubling overlaps. In the novel, governmental institutions and minorities are portrayed as traitors and invaders, undermining the real America. MAGA rhetoric frequently includes claims of a deep state, of elites conspiring against ordinary Americans, and of immigration changing the racial and cultural makeup of the country. The novel depicts the collapse of constitutional order and justifies overthrow of the government through violence. MAGA leaders, while not always explicit, regularly challenge the legitimacy of courts, elections, and oversight mechanisms, while hinting at extra-legal solutions. The Turner Diaries doesn't just describe violence, it seeks to normalize and inspire it. Similarly, the growth of militias, online extremist networks, and radical clubs under MAGA shows how the ecosystem thrives on fear and anger. Under Trump, the federal focus on far-right extremism weakened, creating more space for groups influenced by conspiratorial and racialized narratives to spread. The Great Replacement themes of the Turner Diaries, that white identity is threatened by immigration or demographic change, are echoed in MAGA media ecosystems, often amplified by Trump himself. Thinkers like Curtis Yarvin, influential among some MAGA insiders, push skepticism of liberal democracy, elite corruption narratives, and flirt with authoritarianism, ideas that parallel the book's framework. This dangerous mixture was further supercharged by the death of Charlie Kirk, the conservative activist and Turning Point USA founder. His passing has been weaponized by MAGA media to push a narrative of martyrdom, that the left, or anti-American forces, are to blame, even without evidence. Just as the Turner Diaries thrives on symbols of sacrifice to recruit new believers, Kirk's death is being recast as proof that conservatives are under attack in their own country. Threats against black colleges, the scapegoating of liberals, and an atmosphere of paranoia show how his death has become a rallying point in ways eerily similar to how extremist groups use fictional or real fallen heroes to justify escalation. While violence at the scale of the Turner Diaries has not yet materialized, episodes of political violence, attacks on federal buildings, organized threats, and emboldened extremist groups have already begun to echo its logic. MAGA leaders deny endorsing white supremacist violence outright. Much of the language is coded, framed as defending law and order or protecting democracy. Yet, as the themes of the Turner Diaries, conspiracy, racial panic, and institutional delegitimization, move further into the mainstream, the likelihood increases that violent actors will interpret them as a green light. The lesson of the Turner Diaries has always been that violent fantasies can metastasize into real-world bloodshed. The lesson of Charlie Kirk's death may be that MAGA is willing to turn even personal tragedy into political propaganda, feeding the same dangerous cycle of paranoia, scapegoating, and justification for extremism. Understanding these parallels isn't merely academic, it's vital to preserving democratic norms and preventing violence. This has been a No Sleeple Network production. If you like what we're doing here, please like, share, and subscribe.